Man, today was a rough start. I would say I'm done for the day. My account has to settle. So luckily for me, I cannot take another trade. I did stick to my 4 trades per day. I also limited myself to half of my original risk, with that being don't lose more than $400 for the day. Because the account has dropped. I dropped it yesterday, unfortunately, taking a couple unfortunate mistakes, which I did again today. So, moving forward, I'm gonna cut my risk probably in half to only risk about maybe 50 per trade, and aim to get myself back up to at least 9,500 before I start risking $100 again. I was at 10K, and then unfortunately yesterday I had a series of bad trades that were not playbook, and unfortunately, it's always those trades that you didn't plan for that can really be detrimental to your trading career, trading account. So I'm trying to look at it from a positive lens, because as Mark Douglas says, right, the traders that succeed are the ones that can see the long-term success, in the sense of it's not an individual trade that's gonna get me there. It's a series of trades. It's gonna be a series of playbook trades that in the long term, if I have edge, they will play out. And as I continue to gather data and document, I am seeing that these playbook setups that I have, they do have edge. But perhaps maybe I'm going about it the wrong way, and I need to just cut down my risk and stick to maybe not even $50, maybe just stick to $10 until I see a consistent streaks of green, and then slowly start to increase my size. Right now, at this point where my account sits, I'm playing with house money. So I'm not playing with my own money. It's money that I've made in the markets. But I'm gonna start with the first setup, and man, this is what I'm talking about when I say I want to do better. As we saw, price was pushing up, right? And don't want to do that now. Here we go. Price was pushing up, and we could see that it was, consolidating here. When this candle at 942 pushed up, I entered very, very prematurely, expecting price to continue going up. I can't even consider this a quantum leap setup, because of the fact that we were below a daily resistance right here. And also, I have to keep in mind that it's not like we had that aggressive, buying. Like, these candles are good, but not, I wouldn't classify this as a quantum leap, which is extreme push up, small consolidation, breakout. So this was just a bad trade. Unfortunately, I took a heavy loss on this one, but then this was not a playbook. My second trade was not a playbook setup, which is I bought around, I want to say, this area right here. And price just started consolidating, and my stop loss would have never been hit, at least not until it went into profit, but my stop loss was literally below here. So as price started coming down, I decided to just close it, because I'm like, you know what, there's no point in taking a full loss, only for price to reverse and finally give me what I wanted. It is what it is. I'm not upset about this. I'm not upset of any losses, really, but making a side note, this was not good. This was not valid. So I'm glad that I got out. I'm actually glad that I took that loss, because if this would have worked out, now I'm training my mind to think that entering on this garbage is okay when it's not. So that was my second trade. Third trade came on COMM, and that same thing was a premature entry. I entered at like 10:13, I believe. Yeah, 10:13. The EMA had not fully crossed over my VWAP. I entered because it crossed over, but because the next candle did not close above it, it wasn't, it didn't really close like this right here. This is what I wanted to see, a full close. And price came and, stopped me out. Now, had I waited for the actual close, we could have potentially been waiting, or I should say enter when it closed here, either enter here or enter in the pullback. But it's tough, man, because even if I entered here with my stop loss down here, as y'all could see, price when it's drawdown, and then now it would be at entry point. And if I entered at a pullback, I guess we'd be in some profit, but this is still not, there's no volume in this, man. It might go up, it might not, who knows, but I still think this is just a terrible setup. It would have been better to have caught it from down here and catch this right up. And the fourth and final trade was on PRCH, again, where I fumbled it twice already. But this was actually the only, I would say, valid setup of the day, which is, break, retest, hoping that we were going to go to the upside, hoping that other traders would agree with me, and we would push, the market, who knows, $7, $6.30, whatever. I got my confirmations. This is not good enough, right? But once we got these tweezers, I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I can enter off of this. I don't want to let the candle, right, close up here. Or, well, that doesn't look like a candle, but you get my point. I didn't want to wait for the candle to close up here just to enter all the way up here and then my stop loss all the way down here. Like, no, the best risk is enter right here and let probability take place, and that's what happened. Price didn't work out. It came into this 5-minute demand zone, and for a second I'm like, man, I should have probably just waited and entered that demand. But as we could see, once again, right, probability it wasn't in the cards for today. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. But overall, today was just a rough day. Not really any good price action, I would say, for the current stocks that have the most volume, the most eyes on them. And some of the things that I want to work on moving forward, I'm gonna reduce my risk for sure, because even though I'm playing with house money, it does me no good if I lose my house money and now I'm actually eating into my account. The emotional toll that comes with that. So to avoid the emotional drawdown, I'm going to reduce my risk and probably stick to maybe between $25 and $50, with $50 being to a setup that I'm like, this is valid, and I got double confirmation, and maybe I entered 25 original risk, but now I'm gonna slap another 25 and go full $50 and let it do its thing. On top of that, I really want to work on sticking to my playbook setups and being okay with missing out. It's a lot. It's really better to be in cash than to be wishing that you weren't in the trade. So, not terrible, not great. I lost 200 today. So like I said, we definitely lost a little bit more than I wanted to lose. I want to say I have like 500 right now just in house money. So reducing it to 25 or 50 or even $10 and just focusing on the process, I think that's the goal. At the end of the day, the money will come with the account size becoming bigger. Right now what we need to focus on is the process and not the money. As the skill gets better, I start to deposit more money into my account, and then also the account on itself starts to compound. The day will come that risking 250, risking 500, risking 1,000 will be normal, because you risk 1,000 to make 3K or 4K or whatever. So yeah, that's it for today. It's your boy Los Trades. Stay safe out there. Stick to your trades. Peace.